folks. I wanted to show you one of my latest finishes. It's put out by Diamond Art Club. It's one of Chuck Pinson's designs, whom I love as an artist. And it's called Space for Reflection. I waited many months for this to come back into stock. And so when the Chuck Along 2020 by Mindy and Maritza in this month of September 2020, I chose this one to use in that Chuck Along 2020, or number 2. And I wanted to show you the process of how I enhance this and customize this to make it my own unique diamond painting, because obviously there's a lot of Space for Reflections out there. They're now even in Hobby Lobby, is my understanding, or at least some of Chuck Pinson's are. So I'm going to show you what I've done to customize this. So I started, the kit comes with 2 ABs, by the way. And with Diamond Art Club, their ABs are marked a different number. So you don't really know what DMC number they are because they use theirs a different number. And the DMCs that were included with the kit are over here in this tree. They're the yellow ones. And then there was also supposed to be a white one, and I'll show you what I did with that in a minute. So this tree had ABs, and I wanted to add a little bit more. So I came over here and substituted the drill in that tree with 606 AB. And then, and how I do that and make it as, I look at the picture first and decide where I want highlights. You know, where do I want my eye to be drawn? Obviously Diamond Art Club put them here, and they also put white up here in the snow reflections and then down in the water. And I use something different. I'll show you that in a minute. And I wanted a little bit more ABs on this tree, so that's why I chose that. And when I do that, I go over here to the legend, or the schematic, whatever you want to call it, the key, and I just make a note out there what I'm going to use. I match up to the closest color, and ABs 606 is not 900, but I just did the closest color number in there, and I matched it up and put it where they had it in that tree. Okay, and so then I already knew that I wanted the lights to stand out here from the house. They were naturally shining out from the house and then reflecting in certain spots on the water and the rocks, and in the fireplace, same thing, that fire, and then it reflected over here and here. So I used sunshine sparklers for those because they have a yellow cast, and that's in this picture what it has. There's also some here on the pier. That's a light, and that's supposed to be a reflection in the water with that light there on the pier. And I thought about using original sparklers up here because the original sparklers are beautiful, and I like to use them in most diamond paintings, but I thought it'd be a little competitive with the sunshine ones used in here. So instead I went with Frost, which is a crystal AB. And so it does reflect lots of colors. It just doesn't quite jump off the page as much as originals. And in this situation, that's what I wanted. So that Frost is used in the clouds over here. Where the white ABs would have been, I put the Frost, the crystal AB, a few there, just a couple here, and then down in the water reflection in the middle where the white AB would have been. And then I decided, because I love, mixed drill paintings, I decided I want to do something a little different, even on a Diamond Art Club, which, by the way, they're one of my favorite companies to buy from. I love their canvases, their drills. So I decided to make that lake crystals. I thought it would look more like water. And also when I'm looking at a painting, I also like to be as true to the original as I can, if I like it. And Diamond Art Club had interpreted the water in this one as all grays, all different shades of grays. It doesn't look bad. It just looks a little bit more dark or dreary than I prefer. And the original by Chuck Pinson has some hues in there of aquamarines and blues, an undertone in that lake. And so I wanted to try to replicate that as best I could, and I decided to do that with crystal drills. So these are the colors that I used, and I just exchanged them for the colors there as close as I could. And even up there on the mountain where the snow's mounting, in the original picture, this is part of the water coming down. And so I put those up there as well. I did decide to keep the reflections of the objects. I decided to keep those as in the trees as regular drills. So see, those are regular drills mixed in there with the crystals and the sparklers. And so that's how I choose to enhance or customize a diamond painting. Now, I'll tell you something else as well. On the original of Chuck Pinson's drawing, this boat, this canoe here off to the side, was this turquoisey, aquamarine-ish type colors. And Diamond Art Club had interpreted it to be these colors. Well, to me, it just blended right in there, and it didn't stand out. So I just used leftover drills I had. These are regular resin or acrylic drills. I just used leftover ones I had to try to match the original picture as best I could. And that's what I've done here. I made it more to my liking too. I outlined the boat better. There was on the picture some grass here. Well, in a diamond painting, it just made it look like brown stripes. And I didn't like that. I just took it out, made the color more like the original, shaped it up a bit, and so there's my boat. That's not going to be like anyone else's boat. That's the thing with customizing. It makes it your own work of art. Up here, I had to really tweak these two chairs. This one can't even be seen on the diamond painting. I had to really work with this one a little bit to make it at least look like chairs. Also, this window in the picture in front of it is a little grill, but in the DP, in the finished work, it just looks like a blob. And almost same with this door. At the bottom of the door was a little bit of that turquoise green in the picture, just kind of like an old door look. But in the interpretation of it, they had it regular green like this, and so it just looked like grass was up there. So I tried to make that closer to the original picture as well and make it a door. These boats over here, this one I don't think I did much to. I don't think I did anything to that one. But this boat, however, had to do a lot of shaping up here. These dark ones were down this low. I wanted them up here to look like windows. This is actually supposed to be a light on the boat. So I did that in sunshine. It did the reflection there. And so I just kind of cleaned it up a bit. Makes it look less of a blob, more like a boat. And that's what I like to do. I have fun doing that. It makes it a little bit slower, but that's okay. That's my process. I don't mind taking my time and making it the way I want to and customizing it the way I want it done, and or copying or making it more like the original, like the artist had intended. Anyway, that's the process. That's what I used on my drills and chills and chuck along for this year, 2020. Okay, there's Lucy. I'm out here on my front porch, and Lucy just saw something she wanted to bark at. So there you go. There's my process. And another thing, I am going to try to put more things on more of my videos on a YouTube channel, and then connect them into the Facebook group and on the site, because when I make them for just the group, other customers ordering from the site don't get the opportunity to see them or the process or how those work. So that's what I'm going to do for now. At least that's my current plan. I hope I've covered all the questions of how you would go about customizing a diamond painting. And if you have any more, just let me know. Leave them below in the comments. Shoot me a PM. And I'm also on Instagram too, Sparkle with Teemaw over there. Our group on Facebook is Diamond Painting with Sparklers. And we'd love to have you. Bye for now.